Alright, it's time for the final part of this review retrospective thing. Episode 12, Dynamax Battle. Leon, the strongest of them all. So you know how I said Ash and Go have the best job ever? So Sakuragi gets tickets for the finals to the Pokemon World Championships, where the world's strongest Pokemon trainer is crowned. Ash and Go are off to Winden in the Galar region. As they enter Galar airspace, the lights go out on the plane. Pikachu looks out the window. Ash and Pikachu can feel something, which Go and Scorbunny can't, so that's interesting in of itself. And red lightning crackles, and something is in the clouds. We know it's Eternatus, but Ash and Pikachu don't. So Pikachu resonates with it too, as its electricity starts acting up. Ash and Go get excited for all of Galar's mysteries. They arrive at Wyndham Stadium, which is an amazingly large, bustling area filled with people, while Go wants to go catch Pokemon. But Ash isn't letting him, and pulls him to the stadium. Team Rocket are also at the stadium to observe the giant Pokemon phenomenon for Giovanni, so that's pretty cool. It's like their own way of researching, even if it's just to steal Pokemon. So the lights go out. It's time for the finals. And I love the introduction so much. I love how thematically Sword and Shield are sports games. So here it actually feels like a proper event, as the contestants are announced with their accomplishments. Lance, the winner of the Kanto Elite Four Cup and winner of the Driftvale World Tournament. And before going on to the next one, here's that continuity you ordered. I don't want to hear complaints about it being a Kanto character. It's a returning character, and they even reference that he's a Pokemon G-Man, which is like a deep cut reference, I guess. So his opponent is the champion of the Galar region, Leon, with an undefeated streak of 100 challenges. So, oof, sorry Kukui, I love you, but that makes your 21 streak in Battle Royales look like nothing. We get Leon's game-accurate speech that he gives the player about how the audience is cruel and the difference between the crowd and the battlefield. And Lance also says some stuff lifted from Gen 2 and the remakes as well, from before you battle him. So the battle begins. It's Gyarados vs Charizard. The two collide attacks, Flamethrower and Hyper Beam. Charizard gets overpowered. Something I really dig about this part is there's a shield around the arena, so the Pokemon don't have to hold back if they're firing at a Pokemon that's flying far away, like Charizard. So Gyarados blocks an Air Slash by knocking up some rocks too. Gyarados takes the Flamethrower in order to Dragon Dance up and then hits Charizard with an Aqua Tail, which is a worthy trade-off. It then follows up with a flurry of Ice Fang, so Charizard traps it with Fire Spin. With a smart plan, Lance gets rid of the flames with Aqua Tail and moves in to Ice Fang Flurry. Leon was baiting it in and orders Thunder Punch, which knocks Gyarados down. Leon orders a Flurry, but Gyarados counters with Aqua Tail to defend itself. Lance and Leon then seem to recall their Pokemon. It's time for Dynamax. Oh my god! I adore the Sword and Shield Gym Battle theme remix here. It's incredible and possibly my favourite version of a theme. Ash and Go get to see how trainers apply the ability in the Galar region. Leon's Charizard comes out after Gyarados. It's Gigantamax of course, and man does it look beastly. They drew it so well as well. Gyarados sets up the rain with a Max Geyser and Charizard lands a Max Lightning. The electric terrain is up. Charizard avoids Max Strike with Max Airstream and follows up with its Gigantamax signature move. Lance calls for a Max Guard, but the match is over even if he doesn't know it. Charizard's attack comes back for the climax and pounds on Gyarados. Consumed in flame, Gyarados is down. Okay, I have to get a little negative now. The Dynamax battle is just so static. It's not as interesting as the battle before, so I'm certainly hoping that aspect improves a lot later in the series, because it's certainly no Z-moves or Mega Evolution yet. Pre-Dynamax though, it was really interesting and fun to see what Lance and Leon had ready for each other, and I like that Lance wasn't a total pushover to make Leon seem stronger. No, Lance is still the strong trainer that had a Gyarados that was capable of colliding Hyper Beams with a Kyogre, and not just straight up lose. Ash seems upset that Lance lost too, which makes sense, but now he wants to battle Leon. So Lance congratulates Leon and tells him some great lore about his new look and how it's based off a Dragon Gym from Galar, as he trained there. That's not needed, but it's appreciated a lot, and it teases Raihan. We get the speech from Lance when you beat him in the Johto games, which is amazing, and he raises Leon's hands to the air and praises him as a shining example of a trainer. Leon is officially crowned as the world's strongest trainer. So on the way out of the stadium, Team Rocket encounter a Dreadnought. They use their Rotom phone to identify it, and it has a pretty funny personality. The Gotcha Machine is called in, and it's the Bellsprout this time. Dreadnought Gigantamax is when Bellsprout's Power Whip reveals a power spot underneath the stadium. End of the episode. So I think I've already aired my grievances with the battle itself. It didn't really end on the highest note, but it's still a really good battle and effectively sets up Leon, who will eventually be Ash's goal for this series. It was really great to see Lance again and open the door for characters to return. I think a concern other people would have is the final just being a one-on-one. It doesn't really bother me so much, as it serves its narrative purpose just fine, and it mirrors the Charizard vs Duraludon match from the start of Sword and Shield. I'd have liked to see a 6v6 or 3v3 sure. And when Ash gets to the top 8, let's see that. Lance is a very powerful opponent too. His Gyarados is capable of stalemating Kyogre's Hyper Beam. He's certainly no joke and a great opponent to show off Leon's strength. I'm not 100% sure on other champion feats, but apparently Cynthia had one like it in Black and White against the forces of nature. Okay, and it's aside from Ash of course, because we all remember Ash versus Tapu Koko, right? It was over the Eternatus tease. This is particularly interesting as it's free already, unlike the Galar games, so I wonder where this plotline will go. Episode 13, Ash vs Leon, the Path to Power. So Ash and Go leave the stadium to confront whatever is attacking it, and outside they see the Dreadnought and they almost get bitten by it. So Ash plans to draw it away, even if he doesn't actually know how he will do it, which catches Go a little off guard, but Go says he'll help. I like this. We have Ash acting like a hero, as he's going to try to fight something even if he doesn't have a chance, and we get to see Go with a desire to fight. So Dreadnought isn't fazed by Pikachu and Scorbunny's attacks. When it attacks, it'll run, so it can't eat them. They step onto a power spot which resonates with Pikachu. Suddenly, Pikachu Gigantamaxes, and Ash is shaken. So Ash calls for Pikachu to attack, but it's struggling with its newfound body and power. The way it uses Iron Tail is pretty great, as it uses its tail as a club. Leon has also made his way out to see this. Pikachu hits a Max Steel Spike, and Leon is surprised to see that Ash doesn't have a Dynamax band, and yells out to him to use a G-Max Volt Crash. The attack launches into the air and Dreadnought is defeated. It's really cool how Pikachu tried to jump into the air to use G-Max Volt Crash, but it was too heavy, so it was brought down by gravity. So Ash's style is based around speedy movement, so having the epitome of that being stripped away will be a major obstacle for Ash and Pikachu to overcome. Ash asks Leon for a battle, but he gets scolded for Dynamaxing outside, and Leon tells the guy to show Ash some respect as he saved the stadium. Leon didn't accept Ash's offer for a battle, as the next scene is Ash and Go at Pokemon Center, with Ash completely zoned out. A Squovit takes Ash's scones, and Go catches it, which is fine by me. It's a Squovit, it doesn't need to be a grand capture or anything. Luckily for Ash, Go has researched for Pokemon World Championships, which functions a lot like Sword and Shields Online, where you work up to Master Class, and then the real World Championships, where the top 8 duke it out in a tournament. So this is how Ash can battle Leon, and this reinvigorates him. That's a really cool integration of this, and an interesting twist, instead of having Ash go through the Galar gyms. Ash finally eats something and chokes. Someone hands him water. It's Leon, and he's come to accept Ash's challenge. So Team Rocket can't find the Dreadnought, but they find a Chewtle biting Jessie's hair. Holy shit, are they finally going to get a Pokemon of their own? With a stupid Gacha machine we faced— oh no. No wait, they're going to give it to Giovanni. Well, I had hope and it's gone. Ash gets the Dynamax band from Leon, and an explanation on how to use Dynamax. Go has also researched for Dynamax moves. Leon explains that Pikachu is different because it's a Gigantamax. Ash also says Pikachu doesn't like his Pokeball, so have to make do without that step of Dynamaxing. So a battle begins and Pikachu just cannot overcome Charizard's attacks. They clash, but Pikachu gets launched back every time. Charizard starts to overwhelm Pikachu's Thunderbolt. Pikachu is only holding out. It's here when Ash's Dynamax band resonates with Pikachu and shoots energy. Pikachu Dynamaxes and Pikachu's Thunderbolt knocks Charizard down. In comes Charizard's Dynamax, and Pikachu can't get off a move as Charizard dodges her attacks before Pikachu can. Ash calls for a G-Max Volt Crash, and Leon calls for a G-Max Wildfire. They both get hit, but Charizard endures while Pikachu is hit again and again and eventually loses. Well, there we have it, folks. At the time this episode aired, Ash had a year-long victory streak, and it took the world's strongest trainer to end it. Leon tells Ash to keep the Dynamax band, and tells Ash that he needs to pop a bit more to make him satisfied, even if he likes some refined trainers like Ash. So resolved to have their next match be official, in front of a crowd. They leave a stadium and Ash decides to enter the World Championships, and calls it his first step for becoming a Pokemon Master. We get a fantasy of Pikachu ready to battle Leon and Charizard, and the episode ends. So this was another great episode. Ash now feels like he has a more defined goal, to battle and defeat the world's strongest trainer. I like that he doesn't bring up the fact that he's a champion himself. That should be saved for Alola first of all, to have Go's reaction be there. It can make for a fun episode where the people of Alola are excited to see Ash and Go wonders why. It shows that Ash is humble too. Original series Ash bragged to Ari that he was the Orange League champion. Ash could have totally used this to try and get a battle with Leon. So to be honest, the battle itself was nothing spectacular. But the dynamic of Pikachu not being able to battle well in its new form means that it will need some serious training to beat this Charizard. In regards to its Gigantamax and its strength, since Pikachu had no chance before Gigantamaxing either, I will say that the effects work was particularly quite nice in this episode. Pikachu's electricity and Charizard's flames look great, to list a couple. As an introduction to Ash's goal, this episode is damn solid. Alrighty, here we go, final review until the hiatus is over. Episode 14, my first time in the Unova region, a raid battle in the ruins. So Ash and Go are just in the Unova region now, heading to the desert resort to go check out the ruins of the Titans. This is cool! The desert resort, much like the whole Battle Frontier, wasn't explored in the series it would have been in. Now the circumstances surrounding it are a little different, as there's a natural disaster. It's still cool to see it now, you know? They meet Pokemon Ranger Kira, who helps them cross the hot desert. They sand surf with flying Pokemon. Ash is Dragonite and Go is Beedrill. The Pokemon compete in a funny scene, where Dragonite goes full speed and Ash goes into the air. Then they're at the ruins, and Go catches a Darmanitan that awakens from a Zen mode state. Okay, I can see the complaint here with Go easily catching powerful Pokemon like that. That seems a little too much. In the ruins, Go actually attacks a Sandow before catching it, so they could have swapped it around and, you know, made it a bit more reasonable for Go to catch Darmanitan. They meet the Chief of the Excavation and he shows them a symbol. He has a fun personality. Anyway, they enter the ruins and encounter that Sandow I mentioned. Pikachu tries to Thunderbolt it and Ash tells him it won't work, of course. Go tells Scorbunny to double kick, and then catches Sandow. So yeah, swap that with Darmanitan, please. Further in the ruins, they keep on activating traps. They see Woobat and a Yamask, which are obvious references to Team Rocket's Unova Pokemon. Ash falls down a pit and Kira saves him with her Meditite's power. In another room, Kira reveals switches that activate traps. Scorbunny goes to press one, but is stopped. There's some Koffagriga show up, walking close to the ground. This means that they have someone inside them. Scorbunny tries to attack them, but has no attacks to hit Koffagrigas. Pikachu Thunderbolts him to free the person inside, Colivary and his Psyduck. His goal is to get all the shiny Pokemon, and he has a shiny Swinub, so I can dig that. He's very clearly a parody on shiny hunters, and that's pretty cool. They encounter a room with a pattern on it, and with multiple switches. They activate the puzzle inside. A giant egg shape arises as they figure out the puzzle. It rises and reveals a Golurk. This was 100% a Pokemon Go raid egg. This is much larger than a regular Golurk. It attacks Ash and the Chief arrives to tell them it only awakens to battle. It's time for a raid battle with everyone here. Ash, Go, Kira, the Chief and Colivary. All attempting to catch Golurk. So Ash starts things off with a Thunderbolt. Hello Ash, that doesn't work. What does the Unova region do to Ash and Pikachu? And Scorbunny tries a double kick, which doesn't work. It gets flicked off and faints. Golurk shrugs off multiple attacks, and Kira, the Chief, and Colivary withdraw their Pokemon. Pikachu hits Golurk with an Iron Tail, but a punch takes out Pikachu. Ash sends out Dragonite, oh my god, they're the boys. It counters a punch from Golurk with Dragon Claw. Go sends out Beedrill, but it does nothing. Kira's Braviary and the Chief's Lampent are out as well, and they likewise do nothing. Golurk transforms into a cannon as Go sends out his Darmanitan. Ash and Go get Dragonite and Darmanitan to team up with Hurricane and Overheat, and they overpowered Golurk's attack. Go seizes the chance and catches it. Everyone else finds the Golden City. Ash and Go return to the park and Golurk has found a new home. Gengar pops up again. So this episode is just alright, I felt. It's a pretty fun action romp, but I don't feel like it has much rewatchability. It's fun to watch at the very least. The Go catching stuff too easily complaint is 100% justified with Darmanitan, I feel. That's a strong mon and he got it a little bit too easily. I will say him getting Golurk is fine because he actually contributed to the fight. And hot take, maybe. I didn't really want Ash to get Golurk. He gets a cooler ghost type in a couple of episodes anyway. So yeah, this episode is fine, but not spectacular. So, this is my last review until the series comes off hiatus. I have a video about Kaharu in the works, and I've also got a video about Sun and Moon that's taken a little bit of a backseat to other things. I hope you enjoyed this video, and a little set of reviews. If you did, be sure to subscribe, and maybe I'll see you next time.